Hey guys, welcome back to Philip Draws Comics. I'm Philip. That's my hand you see on the screen right now, drawing the picture in front of you. And today we're continuing the series we started yesterday with drawing original characters from Dungeons and Dragons in the style of Akira Toriyama, specifically his work on the Dragon Quest series of video games. This series is part of a commission I got from a dungeon master who wanted me to draw his players' characters in a nice big battle scene. And since I've been in a real Akira Toriyama mood lately, I said, can I do it in Toriyama style? And he was okay with it. So here we are. Now, the fun thing about that is that opens the door to me for the entirety of Toriyama's oeuvre. There's nothing in Dragon Quest, no heroic character really looks like this. In fact, a lot of the characters that the dungeon master had asked me to do when he described them, couldn't really find a whole lot of heroic archetypes to fit, but I did find a lot of monsters in the series that worked. But for this particular guy, the face, I had to go outside of Dragon Quest. I had to go to Akira Toriyama's manga series, Sandland, and I used this dragon from the Sandland comic as the face for this guy. He's a Dragon Born. The DM told me this was a character named Rizar Thunderclaw. He was a Dragonborn sorcerer who started out as an entertainer who gets swept up in our hero's adventures and now finds himself having to use his more parlor trick style magic for life and death battles. That description made me think of him as something a little less than battle ready, so his clothes are not quite practical for battle purposes, more of a some kind of cross between like a toga and something a monk would wear, especially when we get to the colors later. I honestly didn't use too many references for this drawing. Usually I pick and choose from about 3 to 5 different images and kind of Frankenstein them together into one pick, but after getting the head done, I pretty much knew how I wanted the rest of the guy to look. Fun fact for those of you, as we're looking at his legs now, I stole that design specifically from Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z. Even the knobbly knees, if you go back to the original Dragon Ball during the 23rd tournament, Piccolo's clothes get damaged and he's got these big sort of knobbly knees that for whatever reason disappear in Dragon Ball Z. He just has normal knees after that. But I always thought that was kind of a cool design, especially if you're like this character who has scale / armor. It made sense that the different parts of his body that would bend and stretch might have, segments like plate mail. Since I'm eventually going to Photoshop this image next to the one I did in the previous video, and you can see that here, that pretty much let me know that I was going to have this guy facing in this direction since I wanted all 3 of the player characters, going after a single, probably is going to be off-camera menace. That created a bit of another problem because in my mind I had this guy shooting like fireballs or some type of energy or magic. And I realized that since I didn't color yesterday's guy with like that lighting effect coming off the magic on this guy's hands, I decided to ignore it, and just same thing with this video. When I color it by hand, I'll just pretend it's not there. But I was smart enough to, for both this image and yesterday's image, scan them on the computer and get clean line work. So what I'll probably end up doing is photoshopping the line work version of all 3 guys into one image, and then doing one massive color that I have kind of like worked out beforehand. Right now, like I said before, I'm pretty much designing these guys as I go. Like you're seeing me design them live as I draw them. And so I haven't really considered them as one single image yet. And that's something I'll do when I put it all on the computer and Photoshop it together. So right now, each image stands alone as a kind of, glamour, big damn hero moment shot for each character. I wasn't 100% on the colors I went with for yesterday's character, but today I'm 100% sure. The DM told me that this character had blue scales, and so I thought the thing that would look good against the blue would be orange for the robes, which gave it kind of a monk style. So then I thought for the belt, I'd go with purplish pink to kind of offset that and kind of keep that theme going. Added some jewelry, some armbands and some rings. Again, not terribly practical, but also kind of speaks to his more, I don't know, arcane natures, that he's a spellcaster. Come to think of it, if I had thought that through before I started drawing, I might have given him more ornamentations, more like rings and armbands and various things that might carry some sort of magical purpose with them that could be used in a fight. But that's fine. I like the idea that every idea you have that you don't execute in one drawing is just something you put in a little bank and you withdraw for another picture later. Well, we're getting back to the end of the video, guys. I want to thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And if you want any commissions done, if you have any Dungeons & Dragons characters you want drawn or any kind of superheroes or anything, go to the website you see on the screen and let me know, and I'll be happy to parlay with you, and you could have a video and a character design of all your own. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.